The Browns lose again in spectacular fashion. Fantasy football, under the wire, waiver wire pickups. There's a ton of big-time injuries. We need to fix these fantasy teams, and I got the answers for you. And special guest, All Elite Wrestling's own Matt Menard, Daddy Magic, joins me for Daddy Magic's Magic Picks heading into week 3. Let's get to the show.
Turn up your volume. Because you're about to listen to The Sick Podcast with Andy McNamara, the sickest Cleveland Browns podcast.
Chubb runs, he's to the 10, 15, he's to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. There goes Chubb, he's to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Chubba Lubba Hub.
It's gonna be sick.
Welcome, everybody. Well, that call from Jimmy Donovan. We saw Chubba Wubba Hub, Nick Chubb, go off for Houston for a touchdown and Baker Mayfield lead a fourth quarter comeback for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We don't need that, though. Do we? No. And you can go over what the record was with Baker here. Bottom line was he got railroaded out of town. I've gone over it a million times. And we look at our ex-guys succeeding. And we're stuck with getting our asses handed to us 41-17 by the Ratbirds when they were rubbing your face in disrespect with their 30th anniversary of stealing your team. Wow. Joe Flacco looked 100 years old. We'll get to the Doghouse Dog Bones in a minute for that game, as well as fantasy football talk, under the wire, waiver wire pickups. And like I said, friend of show, AEW, All Elite Wrestling. They have a huge pay-per-view this Saturday in Toronto, all out. Scotiabank Arena. You can order on pay-per-view or go to the event. Tickets still available. Amazing, amazing product if you're a wrestling fan. We'll get to Matt in a minute. Make sure you're clicking subscribe, notifications on. Follow on X at SickPodBrowns, at AndyMC81. Get your fantasy football questions in using hashtag AskAndy. Also on Instagram and TikTok at AndyMCSports. So we look at this game, 41-17. Let's get to the Doghouse and Dog Bones. All right. Dog Bones first. I like to try to start on a positive. The only positives were on the defensive side of the ball, period. Myles Garrett gets a big old dog bone. Put some meat on that bone. Myles Garrett, a game wrecker again, another 1.5 sacks, 2 tackles for loss, was an absolute terror. Devin Bush had his best game as a Cleveland Brown. He was a buzzsaw all over the field. Missed the interception in the end zone, which eventually turned to a Ravens TD. And that's been the story the last couple of years for this Browns defense. Great, but can't squeeze it to get the turnover, right? Miles Harden caused a fumble, forced a fumble, but got burned, him and Cam Mitchell as nickels. So that's a weak point. Those are Andrew Berry draft picks. Denzel Ward had cramps, so he was out of the game early. And I thought Isaiah McGuire again looked nice. And credit to Grant Delpit, okay? Grant Delpit talked a lot of smack during the week about Derrick Henry and locking him down, and Derrick Henry was held to 23 yards. That's why I was telling you on Sunday's show, take the under for Derrick Henry rushing yards. The Browns always play him well. He averaged 2.1 yards a carry, no touchdowns. Delpit and company shut him down. So those are the dog bones. In the doghouse, oh, there's plenty. How about Bubba Vitrone, special teams coordinator? Bubba, you got to go, bro. Now, Andre Schmidt made his kicks. He makes one of those last week. We're 1-1. We're not. Punt blocked. Punt blocked. The special teams remains unspecial. They are factors in losing rather than at least neutral or helping to win. They're not blocking punts. This Browns team needs them to block punts. Needs them to get big returns. Not allow returns. Not get blocked. Dog bone as well. Corey Bojorquez. I thought his ankle was broken on that play we got rolled up on. Came back out, still dropping dimes. Bojorquez, when your punter gets you excited and is one of your best performing players on the field, you got a problem. Whole special teams outside of Bojorquez and Schmidt, because he made his kicks, sucked. And that's led by Bubba Vitrone. You better start doing something special, kid. I don't know what you're waiting for. The offense, wow. Disgusting. The play calling for Stefanski, disgusting. Stefanski, you're in the doghouse. You look, who is Flacco supposed to throw to, folks? Who was he supposed to throw to? The odd time when they showed the backside of the field, no one was open. Stefanski didn't scheme anyone open, and you kept having Flacco run that bootleg, and he looked like 1,000 years old. He couldn't move. It's a statue. And then he made a couple dumb decisions, threw the ball away, got intercepted, right? Like, it's terrible. It was a terrible offensive performance. Receivers not getting open. More drop passes. I will give a little bit of credit. I thought Jerome Ford looked a little bit better in between the tackles. Quinshon Judkins, 10 carries, 61 yards, averaged 6.1 a carry. Now, a lot of that gets skewed with that 31-yard carry at the end. But even before that, he was at like around 5. So Quinshon, as the game went on, looked good. There's your feature back. Dylan Sampson in between the tackles. That reminds me of Metcalf up the center back in the Belichick days, right? Makes no sense. Tiny guy got blown up by Roquan Smith. So you better do something about pass protection because Dylan Sampson is just going to glorify Demetric Felton. You don't think teams are going to be targeting in on that? So Dylan Sampson, scat back, throw him out, yes. But for fantasy purposes, it's all Quinshon Judkins going forward, folks. It just is. Harold Fannin Jr., 5 catches, 48 yards. Out-touched David Njoku at 4. But the whole bland offense. And here is what is extra concerning, folks. Going back to last year, the Browns are on an 8-game losing streak. 3-17 in their last 20. 0-2 this year. It seems impossible for them to reach 20 points. The defense looks great, then runs out of juice and collapses. This is last year, but we're back to Stefanski's system, so what's going on? That is the concern. What do you do with this offense? I'm not ready to see Dylan Gabriel yet. You want to see Dylan Gabriel? Oh, look how he moved on the backups of the Ravens. Cool. And look, Dylan Gabriel gets in eventually, which he will. I'll cheer for him as hard as anyone. He's a Brown. Okay? But you have to put Flacco in better positions to succeed. That's not doing the bootleg. That's establishing the run more with Quinshon Judkins. Give him a full workload. Kid's ready. Fresh legs. Play action. Forget the bootleg. Scheme guys open. You should always have someone with a slant up over the middle. Always. Get the ball in Isaiah Bond's hands, for goodness sake. Guy's the fastest guy on your team. He gets 1 touch. Come on. Ridiculous. Get him over the middle in space. It's not rocket science, Stefanski. Have an out. Every play should have a quick out in space. Everyone. But no, he's running it, and then by the time Flacco's able to get the ball, people are in his face because the O-line also in the doghouse sucked. Especially DeJuan Jones. Boy, that's not your answer at left tackle, kids. Jack Conklin out again, made a glass. Terrible. Terrible. But this is on Stefanski. Does he make halftime adjustments? I got to ask. It seems like here's the game plan. We're riding with it no matter what. How do you not get shorter routes when they are pinning their ears back and blitzing you to death? Poor adjusting by Stefanski. Poor play calling, poor choices. And then the receivers dropping the ball. Terrible receiving core overall, guys. Man, I love me some Cedric Tillman. Got the 2 rookie cards back there, but boy. You got a touchdown off that glance, right? That pop-up. You got a lot of questions at receiver. And I don't know what you're doing with the Green Bay Packers coming to town. I'm going to be in the audience. I'm going to Cleveland this Friday. Cleveland weekend, folks. If you're in Cleveland, by the way, this weekend, hit me up on social. Going to be at Johnny's Little Bar Friday and game day on Sunday. Friday night, Johnny's Little Bar, downtown Cleveland. And then game day on Sunday. So if you're going to be around, hit me up, stop by, say hello. Let's have a bevy together and commiserate over this Browns team. And we'll have to hope for a miracle against the Green Bay Packers. So there's our looks. You have to get Isaiah Bond the ball more. Pump Quinshon Judkins. Stop with the bootleg and get people open shorter for Flacco so he doesn't get dummied back there. Please. All right. Now to fantasy football, folks. Woo! We got some problems. Who's a Joe Burrow owner? Bye. Gone 3 months. There's your fantasy season. Who's a J.J. McCarthy owner for Minnesota? He's out with a high ankle sprain. Oh, your backup, Minnesota? Carson Wentz. How's that making you feel? How's that making you feel for Justin Jefferson? Right? For T.J. Hawkinson. Oh, and also, if you're Minnesota, you got Aaron Jones who's not going to play. So hopefully you got a handcuff. I did. I have Aaron Jones in one league, got Jordan Mason as a handcuff. Jordan Mason must start. In fact, let's start to get to some waiver wire pickups. Let's go under the wire. So number one for running backs, Jordan Mason. Now, he's handcuffed in quite a few leagues. We're going to look up the availability right here. But Jordan Mason is a smash start. He was borderline contributing with Aaron Jones. And now Jordan Mason, who's signed to a decent contract, is going to be ready. I just want to see what his ownership is here. Coming in. Yeah, pretty heavily rostered, 75, 85%, depending on where you are. Might not be there, might be worth a trade offer, might be floating out there, worth a look. Tootin for the Jaguars is another big ad that I like. He is, while it's still Travis Etienne's backfield, he is contributing, and he's owned in about 50% of leagues, okay? So Bayshul Tootin, T-U-T-E-N for the Jags. The rookie with Tank Bigsby gone, got more touches, got 16.7 fantasy points in PPR. Cannot ignore that. Get Tootin. Hold on to him. Might be worth a flex against Houston, but he had standalone value. Got a touchdown as well on 2 catches, right? So those are a couple guys there. But the big ones, though, quarterback. What are we doing at quarterback? Because Joe Burrow is gone, right? J.J. McCarthy is gone. We're not doing Carson Wentz. I'll tell you what we might be doing, though, is Jake Browning. Widely available, rostered in, am I seeing that right? Yeah, 1%. That's going to change. And the reason Jake Browning is a good option. Now, Daniel Jones should be the hottest option. Go get Daniel Jones. Looks like he's cooking in Indianapolis. Ride with him until he gives you reason not to. Daniel Jones, hottest waiver wire ad. If you are in quarterback trouble, Brock Purdy owner, Joe Burrow owner, even J.J. McCarthy, spend your cash on Daniel Jones. Spend it on Daniel Jones, okay? Worth it. Jake Browning, if you don't get Daniel Jones, sneaky good play. Remember, 2 years ago when Burrow went out, Browning came in, was clicking with Chase, clicking all around. Now, the fantasy points did drop for Chase, did drop for Higgins overall, but they were still serviceable. Not going to reach their draft potential, especially Chase, but still serviceable. And Browning isn't afraid to run a little bit too. Okay, he went for 20 fantasy points last week, throwing 3 interceptions. Ran in a touchdown, threw 2. So the guy's all over the place. It's going to be a roller coaster. But those are the top 2 ads. If you want to get spicy, Russell Wilson, who really went off against Kansas City. I don't love it, but it looks like he'll hold off Jackson Dart for another week. Which Russ are we going to get? I'd much rather go Daniel Jones, Jake Browning, and Russ Wilson after that. Trevor Lawrence is floating around 47% rostered. Playing a Houston team, division game that's pretty ordinary, right? Pretty ordinary right now. He had 3 and 2, 3 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 271, went for 21 fantasy points. Underneath in that Russell Wilson, Trevor Lawrence area, I'd put them in sort of as a 3. Those are the type of guys you're going to want to look at. And then it gets ugly real quick. Jared Goff is available in 20% of leagues. Is he there? Get him. If not, go with those guys. Those would be the top I'm talking about. Romeo Doubs might be a nice ad. Troy Franklin for Denver has usurped, it seems, Marvin Mims as the number 2 target. Had a nice game. Troy Franklin rostered as 4% of most leagues. Troy Franklin is a great wide receiver ad. Alec Ayamanor, Ayamanor, Ayonor for Tennessee Titans. Teammate of Cam Ward, Went off for a touchdown, 6 targets, 4 catches, 2 more than last week on the catch front. Not somebody I'm excited to play now, but somebody maybe you want to pick up a little bit, right? Pick up, see if that trend continues against Indianapolis. You got Indy, Houston, Arizona. Could be some nice opportunities for him as Cam Ward develops. Certainly very bland offense, though. Those would be the top guys. Tight end Harold Fannin Jr. still getting you high single digits, as good as you can expect. I'd play him over David Njoku. David Njoku and Jerry Jeudy. If you have a better option, bench him. Tucker Kraft's the man. If you got Tucker Kraft, I got him in a couple leagues. He was on my bench because I thought Njoku was going to go off. You play Tucker Kraft over Njoku just about anybody right now. He is the top target. And the Browns historically play tight ends terribly. I think Tucker Kraft could have a day in Cleveland. How did Brenton Strange? Yeah, he sucked. Chig didn't do nothing. Juwan Johnson, back-to-back weeks with Spencer Rattler. I should say, too, put right underneath Spencer Rattler. Terrifies me to do so with the Saints. Terrifies me. But it's putting up points. 8 catches, 5 catches, 11 targets, 9 targets. Juwan Johnson, tight end you want to look at, going up against Seattle. So there you go. Any fantasy football questions, hit me up. Hashtag Ask Andy, at AndyMC81 on X, at SickPod Browns on X, at AndyMC Sports on Instagram and TikTok. All right, everybody, we're going to get to our guy, Daddy Magic from AEW. But make sure you're clicking subscribe, notifications on, follow on all socials. And remember, if you're going to be in Cleveland this weekend, let me know. I'm going to be getting in Friday. We're going to be setting up shop, Johnny's Little Bar, downtown Cleveland. Hit me up Friday. We're going to be there game day Sunday. We'll talk some Browns, talk some fantasy football, have some fun. Talk some Browns, got the venting out. Right, some fantasy football, under the wire, waiver wire pickups. Now, I'm going to be in Cleveland this weekend, so I'm not going to do a live Sunday show. We're going to be popping up lots of content from Cleveland, doing some picks, some fantasy football advice. So still get your questions in. Hashtag Ask Andy on X, at SickPod Browns, at AndyMC81, Instagram, at AndyMC Sports. But we got to get our betting in, right? And I thought, a guy we haven't talked to in a little while, friend of show, it's time once again for All Elite Wrestling AEW star Matt Menard, Daddy Magic Picks for week 3. How's it going, buddy?
What's going on, guys? Things are great. Chiefs, not too hot here start to the season.
Welcome to the basement, my friend. There's lots of room.
I don't want to go back to being a regular team. You don't understand what I feel like Jerry Seinfeld, and you've never been to first class,
You've never been to first class. I feel like George crawling through the bunker to get to my office. It's a Browns fan crawling.
I think you're used to it. You live there, it's your home.
I live in the bunker.
No, I've been up here. You don't
live in the sewer. And then I get to see Baker Mayfield and Nick Chubb get touchdowns yesterday. He used to be on my team.
Yeah, what do you?
And I have people clamoring, Matt, for a 5'9" left-handed Hawaiian rookie quarterback to play.
Listen, I don't know what to tell you, man. You guys had all the tools, it seemed, a couple years ago, right? Like 21, 22, and you guys were right there, took the Chiefs right down to the wire. Anything is possible. Sorry. And, it's just
Henny guy.
One break, if that goes the other way, that was the end zone game, right?
Yeah, that was the helmet, Dirty Dan Sorensen, whatever his name is.
Yeah.
Biggest heel in my life.
he was huge for us for a couple of years there.
Oh, what a guy. Yeah, ruin that.
But let's say that goes the other way. Who knows what happens to the franchise?
It's on a run. Who knows? Now we have Deshaun Watson, who we're paying $1 million kajillion to, who doesn't play. And anyway. Drives me nuts. But let me ask you, what do you think about your Chiefs? Very rare territory here. 0-2. I got to say, Matt, Travis Kelce, this whole team sort of looks a little slow. Like Travis Kelce, I think he's almost glue factory ready here, man. Retire, go have some kids with Taylor Swift. How do you stay motivated when you have all that?
No, that's actually a great question. How do you stay motivated, especially when you have all the other stuff going on and these $100 million deals he's making with his podcast and this endorsement and that endorsement and getting engaged to the biggest celebrity on the planet? Like it's absolutely insane. So I don't know how you get yourself ready for football season, but he does. Mm-hmm. And look, the last 2-3 years, they've kept them, his production's been low, September, October, November. And then when it's time to ramp it up, they do, Right. I mean, maybe that didn't happen exactly last year, but previous to that.
But listen, Andy. Here's the thing. Okay, I think I know what the issue is.
Okay.
With the Kansas City Chiefs. See, I've been a fan since 1993. Okay, and from '93 until 2016, all I ever wanted to do was for them to win a bloody playoff game. You understand?
Yes.
And from that moment, things have gone pretty well. Okay, we get Mahomes, and then from there, it's 7 AFC Championship appearances in a row. Okay, 6 of those, Andy, at home. Okay, 5 Super Bowl appearances, 3 Super Bowl champions, division titles up the wazoo, MVP here, MVP there. Things are going great.
Yep.
And then my buddy Action Andretti from AEW gets into a little problem, a little kerfuffle in life, and I know a guy, and I get him out of the jam, and to thank me, he gets me a pair of these sweatpants here, okay? I don't know if you can see them.
I see them, yeah.
This was very, very nice, right? Very thoughtful.
Very nice.
You get a thank you, an acknowledgement. This was around Christmas last year. It's been absolute bullshit ever since I got this. It's been bullshit, Andretti.
Are you blaming the pants?
They're done. We lost a Super Bowl. We're 0-2. Get out of here.
Blaming the pants. Daddy Magic blaming the pants for the Chiefs. Listen, I wish I had something specific to explain the Brown struggles. I got incompetent front office management. That's what I got.
You chose Brown as your jersey.
I know. It's a tough go. It's a tough go. But, the city of Cleveland is great, and it's a good thing they have lots of beer. Everything up to the game is great, and then the game happens, and it's downhill. But at the very least, Matt, let's try to win some cashola here on the DraftKings Sportsbook. Let's do it. We're going to do Daddy Magic to Magic picks. And because you have that sweet 8-ball jacket that you sometimes wear, we're talking Seinfeld, a la Putty.
Yeah.
Right?
I got the OG. I got a couple different ones, too. Got a bunch of papers. Yeah, I think I've retired them all, though.
You always time for a comeback, right?
Tell you what, I could go put it on if you want.
I like the AW hoodie right there. We're going to get to as well. Big pay-per-view all out in Toronto this upcoming Saturday. So we'll get to that in a moment. But in honor of the 8-ball, we're going to do an 8-leg parlay party. Let's see if we can do it. And let's start with my Cleveland Browns hosting the Green Bay Packers, who currently are 8.5-point favorites. Look, if I'm betting with my heart, I would go Browns. But, man, the Packers are like the best team in football.
That's what I'm hearing. That's what they're saying, right? The Packers are the best team in football. I mean, you give up the points and go Packers.
I think we got to go with.
Where's the game?
In Cleveland. Yeah.
I mean, who knows? But
get the dog. I'll be cheering loud there. I'll be in the stadium.
Yeah, you're going to be there. Huh?
I'm going to be there. So.
How Green Bay doesn't come to town all that often. That's a big one.
No, it's a big one. Maybe the Browns cover 8.5, but the problem is, Matt, the Browns have not been able to score 20 points, like forever. They get like 16, 17. So how are you going to keep pace?
I mean, you just can't. You just can't. You know what I mean? I mean, how's the D over there?
Well, here's the thing. The defense is sensational until they get too tired because the offense sucks. Myles Garrett is playing the best ball of his career. He is at speaking of AEW, all elite level. 3.5 sacks. He's a monster, but he can only do so much.
Didn't he want out of town like in the summertime? And then they wrote a blank check and he's like, you know what, I'll stay.
Yeah. He's like, I want to win. And they said, how about this? And he's like,
winning is overrated.
Hey, we could win. Why not? Yeah. It's funny how that happens. Yeah. Well,
no, good for him. But that's exactly what happens though. The offense is dog shit, right? You're just right back out on the field, wearing you down. It's the way it goes, man. So
how about this? The best price we're getting right now on the DraftKings Sportsbook, Packers to cover, so win by more than 8.5. We're getting -105. That's pretty good. I think they will win by 10 or more. I think that's sadly a smart bet.
I'm right there with you. We could lock it in.
Let's lock it in. We'll lock it in here. Let's go to your Chiefs. Chiefs 5.5-point road favorites over the New York Giants. Russell Wilson in a loss. He was firing also. He was popping all these yards up. They should be able to take the Giants, I hope, for the first win.
Oh, you would think so, right? Is the game in Kansas City?
It's in New York.
In New York.
Or New Jersey, whatever.
And I'm all mixed up. I thought we had Jacksonville this week.
I thought we had night football.
No, you're right.
Yeah, you got Sunday night football, too, under the lights.
Okay. Oh, man, anything can happen, man.
Yeah, looks like no weather. Looks like weather should be fine.
I remember, was it 2 years ago we played the Jets out there? Aaron Rodgers wasn't even in the game, and then they took us down to the wire.
Right.
You know?
Yeah, and they got Russell Wilson's. He's hit or miss. 5.5. I'm not comfortable with that 5.5 points.
That's a lot of points.
I'm not with how they're playing. I'm not comfortable with it. I think they'll win. So maybe we just take him straight up winner.
Oh man, you know how I do it, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna pick against them.
You got to pick. So why don't we pick the Giants to cover the 5.5?
Fair enough. Okay, fine. You
So then we're not saying the Chiefs will lose, but they'll just win by less.
Sure.
We'll do that. Okay. We got that in there. Lock it in. We got it. Okay, and we got let's see, where do we got here? Ooh, how about little Cowboys and Bears?
Okay.
Little Dak Prescott, Caleb Williams. This is a pick. This is interesting, Matt. We have the Bears are home favorites, 1.5 points. So pretty much a pick 'em.
Yeah.
Over the Cowboys.
Is this like bottom of the barrel of the league we're talking here? We're like, it's the last third of the league, right? I'd say.
Yeah.
Right?
But
They're going to be the top 10, these teams? You think?
No. Like, I think they have. Look, I think each of these teams has potential to pop and win on any given Sunday because of the offense.
Sure,
I do. But this game's.
I don't believe in this guy.
Caleb, I'm totally with you.
I just don't believe in him. He's all over the place.
Yeah. Fugazi, and he collapsed that other week against Minnesota.
That's right.
Totally.
Completely. Yeah.
You know what? Let's take the best money we're getting. Let's take the Cowboys straight up winners -1 away. How about it?
Yeah, but when you said the matchup, initially my gut was with the Cowboys. Yeah,
The Cowboys. Okay.
Got the big win the other day, right?
Yeah. Yep. We'll do that. We got the overtime, the 64-yard kick.
That's right.
By Aubrey. How about this one? This is interesting. Buffalo Bills hosting the Miami Dolphins. Bills 11.5-point favorites. Division game. Matt, I don't know if you heard. The Dolphins players, week 1, had a players-only meeting. Not a good start. Not a good.
Wait, what? What were they talking about?
Probably like, hey, this coach is an idiot. How do we get out of here? What do we do?
What happened to the Dolphins? Like in 22, 23, it was like they were on the rise. They were the next team. Like, they were right in the mix with the Ravens and the the Bengals and the Bills and the Chiefs, and they were like going to be right in there, and man,
they were there.
Apart.
Each year it's gone down with Mike McDaniel. Now this is a Thursday nighter, so weird things can happen on Thursday, but that 11.5, man, that's
a lot of points. But the Bills, they're going to do it. The Bills are going to do it.
I think so too. I think we'll take it -114. Okay, so what are we at? We're at 4. We need 4 more.
Tyreek back with the
Chiefs.
Yeah, with the red and the red and white. Let's go,
man. I think you guys could use them, right?
Yeah, we could use them. You're damn right, we could use them. Just come on, Beach. Just work some magic with the.
Trade it back. Come on, get him back. Raiders Commanders. Interesting game because initially we think, Commanders. Yeah. Jaden Daniels banged up.
Did he get hurt?
To be yes, I believe a knee, and he's going to be questionable going into the game. And if he plays, is he 100%? Now the Raiders just got
they lost
last night.
Two. Yeah.
3.5-point favorites are the Commanders at home. And who are you know what? Let me see who the Commanders' backup quarterback is, because Geno Smith can still ball.
Commanders lost to the Packers on Thursday, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. The Commanders, because Geno Smith, he got kind of blown up a bit, but you got Ashton Giante, you got Brock Bowers, you got some pieces there. Geno Smith can still play. You got Marcus Mariota, that's right, for the Commanders.
Mariota.
Remember him?
Self-pass Mariota in the fucking game against the Kansas City Chiefs 2017.
Yeah, oh God, that's a throwback.
That's the last heartbreak playoff, really, where we didn't make it to the AFC title game. That was
right.
The end of it, yeah.
So Commanders, Raiders, 3.5 points. I'm at home. I'm thinking maybe the Commanders straight up. Still, even with Dan's.
Come on now.
Let's go Commanders. We'll go 5. We got 3 more. Let's see.
Commanders home.
Commanders at home. Commanders at home. Steelers, Patriots. I hate the Steelers with my soul. And they're 1.5-point road favorites against New England. This is another. Man, there's a lot of tricky games this week because Aaron Rodgers, is he good week 1? Crap week 2. Patriots are all over the place.
What did they do this weekend, Patriots? I don't know what Patriot record.
They lost. Both. I'll double check the scores. Both lost. Aaron Rodgers was looked real good week 1 and then was terrible. Patriots won. Sorry, they beat the Dolphins 33-27.
Okay, 33-27. And week 1, what did they do?
Week 1, they lost. Patriots lost week 1. Steelers lost 31-17 at home to the Seahawks.
That's right.
You know what? I'm thinking maybe Patriots, you get plus money, plus 102. I think maybe the Patriots could win at home with Mike Vrabel. Steelers going on the road.
It's tough for me to. Yeah.
It is tough, though. You're right. Like, Aaron Rodgers could bounce back easily.
And that's a big win, too. That's a big win. If they do it, they'll be feeling
right?
good. Now I'm going Steelers. I'm going Steelers.
Okay.
Yeah,
we'll
my gut
Steelers.
Steelers.
We'll go Steelers. Rams and Eagles. Finally, an exciting game. Rams and Eagles. Eagles 3.5-point favorites. Rams looked efficient, a little scary, beating the Titans. We're getting for the Eagles to win by 3.5 or more, minus 108. Rams straight up to win, plus 152. I don't know. I think the Eagles.
Is the game in Philly?
In Philly.
Yeah,
Rams traveling.
Yeah, they should. Yeah, that's all the way across the country too.
Yeah, exactly.
It's Eagles. It's the Eagles. Yeah.
We'll take the Eagles. We got the Eagles 7, and let's finish. Do you want to do Bengals Vikings? Oh, let's do
Burrow.
Bengals. Joe Burrow's out for the year.
JJ's out too.
JJ's out. So we got the battle of backups. Now, here's what's interesting.
Hold on. Burrow's out for the year. I thought it was three months.
Well, 3 months. So I think of the year out for the fantasy season.
Yeah.
Which is all I care about because that bum is on one of my teams. He screwed me. So he's out 3 months. Vikings, JJ McCarthy out for a little bit.
This poor guy. Yeah, it's like 2 to 4 weeks or
high ankle sprain, which can linger.
Yeah, that's for sure. We've seen that with Mahomes.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel bad for him, right? Because he missed all last year, and now he's supposed to be getting the time in, and now you're out again. It's like you don't even know what you have in this kid yet.
Yep, and you lost 22-6 to the Falcons.
Oh, what a putrid game that was the other night.
Rancid, just terrible.
Go fast, terrible.
And 2 interceptions by McCarthy. So here's what's interesting: it's a battle of the backups. So Minnesota Vikings, you have Carson Wentz, who hasn't been good. He's been bad for more years than he was good. Yeah. He's done. You got Jake Browning for the Bengals. This guy, Matt, is a baller. Okay. He's fearless. He threw 3 interceptions, but threw 2 touchdowns and ran for a bunch. This guy will chuck it up. And the team, he played well when Burrow was out 2 years ago.
That's right.
Right. Yeah. Remember?
Yes, I do. Yeah.
So Browning, I think, is the better backup at this point in their career. You're going to then force Carson Wentz to air it out, and he stinks. I think you go Bengals on the road. We can get plus 126 Bengals. I think that's a smash.
Yeah, but oh god, it's like I want the Bengals to lose. My father's a Vikings fan. I want the Vikings to do well.
Right.
You know, it's tough. What did they do with their backup situation? You had the brother last year. Didn't they have Daniel Jones at one point?
They did. Let them both go.
Out of nowhere, it's just Peyton Manning out there in Indianapolis.
Man,
Danny Dimes.
He's hitting stuff out of anywhere. Yeah, it's all over the place. So that's in Indianapolis. I just think Carson Wentz is so terrible.
Yeah.
I don't see how you win.
We had him in Kansas City last year. We didn't see too much of him.
No, which is good. You want very little. You want very little Carson Wentz.
Man. You think the Bengals, huh?
I think the Bengals, man.
They did. You know what? They got lucky last week. I guess
they did.
How was that pass interference? Can we talk about that for a second? Yeah. Was that their first round draft pick? I think so, right?
I think it was. Yeah, 31-27, they beat the Jags. Yeah. Tony Khan's Jaguars.
That's right. I mean, first of all, the coach, can we twice in the game? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm just
Yeah.
It's going off here. Okay, he's got fourth and goal, but it's long. It's like at the 12-yard line, okay?
Right.
Take the 3 points. That happened twice. Okay, that's 6 points right there. Yeah. They had a pick 6 called back. The pass interference, they got screwed.
Yeah, they a plethora of bad decisions for the Jaguars on that one. And the Bengals, lucked out. The Browns missed 2 kicks, and they backdoored their way in to being 2-0. Worst 2-0 team in the league. Worst 2-0 team in the league, no doubt.
You think they're going 3-0 now is what you're saying?
I think they're going 3-0. I can't trust Carson Wentz.
I can't believe this. The Bengals are going to be 3-0. Chiefs are going to be 0-3. No, I was thinking Jaguars. They're playing the Jaguars. They're playing the Giants. It'll be fine. Sorry, Kingston.
Yeah. So we'll go. Are you fine with the Bengals? You don't like it, but you accept it? Macho Man it?
You're bullying me into it. But so it's like, no, I'm not okay with the Bengals. I think for betting wise, yes, go with the Bengals. What is Daddy Magic's heart saying? No, I'm pulling for the Vikings, obviously.
Pulled for the. You have to do the Macho Man. You may not like it, but accept it.
You gotta do what you gotta do. Yeah.
So that's our 8-leg ticket. So get this. Daddy Magic's Magic Picks plus 13,621. If we put $10 on that and it hits, we win $1,362.
Holy smokes!
Let's go.
That is so. What if you put $100? What'd that turn out to?
Let's see. $13,621.40.
Nothing to sneeze at. Santa
Put a
Claus
hundo.
the gifts this year.
Yeah, not too shabby. I'll tell you what. If we hit that, if there's 100, we hit that. We'll do something with that. That'll be pretty sweet. Okay, so that's our 8-legger there. We got that. I like it. I think that's a good. I think it's a good little toss.
Where can I put in my bets? Miso Zero. Where am I doing this?
Yeah, that's right. You go DraftKings Sportsbook, pop it in, right? Pop it in. You're good to go.
Yes, sir.
Matt, before we let you go, huge pay-per-view for All Elite Wrestling in Toronto, Scotiabank Arena, 3 p.m. Eastern. It is all out. You got Adam Copeland, the Rated R Superstar, and Christian tagging up, take on FTR in a dream match. You got a coffin match with Darby Allin, John Moxley.
Moxley.
Wild.
Of course. What about the championship match? Kyle Fletcher challenging for the World Championship, the TNT champion challenging.
He's a stud.
Hangman Adam Page. Listen, it's going to be a real test for him. I like the idea of giving the young guy on the rise a title match at the big pay-per-view. I mean, it's going to be hot in there. It's going to be 10,000, 12,000 people. All right, capacity crowd, Saturday afternoon, AEWTIX.com, Scotiabank Arena, Toronto, Ontario, pay-per-view. Cannot wait. All Elite Wrestling.
That's going to be – Fletcher's such a stud. He's going to be – you give him another couple years too. He's just getting better and better. Now, I got to – now, your boy, Danny Garcia, okay?
Yeah.
Matt, I was watching Dynamite, watching Collision. I'm getting a little nervous with the association with the Death Riders, and I wanted to have you on this week because I thought – I got to get him before someone gets a plastic bag over his head. You got to watch your back, Danny. You got to watch your back.
I carry scissors now at all times. You know, just get it.
That's good.
You know, I'm not an idiot. You know?
As soon as Danny was talking, I'm like, oh no. I'm like, Matt, watch out. It's going to get you.
I mean, I think it feels like he's a part of the Death Riders, right? If you ask me, it's not like we've been in contact. He's been ignoring my calls. And
oh boy.
I still consider myself part of, Team Garcia or however you want to put it, I still get paid, so there's that.
As long as that happens.
And so
boy,
yeah, it's tough. It's tough right now. But this is what happens, right? So you see it in the NFL when you're on a losing streak and you get frustrated and you get a little emotional. Drastic times call for drastic measures, whatever the cliche is, and you do silly things. Emotions are high,
Boy, it's going to be a fantastic pay-per-view again this Saturday, all out, Scotiabank Arena. You can't be there. Make sure you're ordering on pay-per-view. Matt, you're the best, buddy.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks. We'll talk to you soon. There he goes.
See you guys.
Daddy Magic, Matt Menard from AEW. And also, folks, hey, we made our Daddy Magic picks on the DraftKings Sportsbook. Week 3 is starting up. Week 3 is this week, right? You can get in on it right now. Every touchdown brings you closer to a payout with DraftKings Sportsbook, official sports betting partner of the NFL. This isn't just football. It's first touchdown fireworks, anytime TV rushes, live bets that ride every momentum shift at DraftKings. Every play is your next shot to win. And new customers, this one's for you. Bet just $5 and get $300 in bonus bets instantly. Plus, grab over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. Your season starts now. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app. Use code SICKSPORTS. That's code SICKSPORts to get $300 in bonus bets instantly when you place your first bet of $5 or more, plus over $200 off NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube and YouTube TV. In partnership with DraftKings, the crown is yours.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. In New York, call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. In Connecticut, help is available for problem gambling. Call 888-789-7777 or visit ccpg.org. Please play responsibly. On behalf of Boot Hill Casino and Resort in Kansas, fees may apply in Illinois. 21 and over. Age and eligibility varies by jurisdiction. Void in Ontario. Bonus bets expire 7 days after issuance. See sportsbook.draftkings.com/promos. NFL Sunday Ticket offer for new subscribers only and auto renews until canceled. Digital games and commercial use excluded. Restrictions apply. Additional NFL Sunday ticket terms at youtube.com/go/NFL Sunday ticket/terms. Limited time offer.
All right, so there you go, folks. Daddy Magic Matt Menard with Daddy Magic's Magic Picks. Let me know if you got your fantasy football questions. Hit me up on X at SickPodBrowns, at AndyMC81, Instagram and TikTok at AndyMCSports. And I'll be headed to Cleveland on Friday. Cannot wait. Keep an eye on the content. Make sure you are clicking subscribe to the channel. Notifications on. Follow along on all social webs. A lot of fun content live from Cleveland, Ohio. This week as the Browns get ready to take on the Green Bay Packers. So for Daddy Magic, for producer Jimmy, I'm Andy Mack. As always, go Browns!
And that's a wrap. Hope you don't miss us too much until next time. Follow the Sick Podcast with Andy McNamara on YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, Google Play, and Apple Podcasts.